Hey guys, welcome back to the Buzz Weaver channel, and we have some epic breaking news today from the AP. Supreme Court halts C-19 vaccine rule for U.S. businesses. The Supreme Court has stopped the Biden administration from enforcing a requirement that employees at large businesses be vaccinated against C-19 or undergo weekly testing and wear a mask on the job. At the same time, the court is allowing the administration to proceed with a vaccine mandate for most healthcare workers in the U.S. The court's orders Thursday during a spike in C virus cases was a mixed bag for the administration's efforts to boost the vaccination rate among Americans. The court's conservative majority concluded the administration overstepped its authority by seeking to impose the Occupational Safety and Health Administration's vaccine or test rule on U.S. businesses with at least 100 employees. More than 80 million people would have been affected. Now, I would say the entire country was affected by the fact that during a press briefing, the president came out and essentially in a veiled way, in a kind of ambiguous but direct way, if that's not a contradiction, that businesses would have to mandate this vaccination or implement a vaccine mandate. And the biggest reason for this is guised under health, but the reality is it would be another feather in Joe Biden's cap for being the president who, one, liberated us out of Afghanistan, which was a complete disaster, which cost the lives of 13 service personnel. And then, of course, this would be another feather in his cap by being able to reach 70% vaccination rate among Americans. So there's a lot of this political wrangling that goes on in the background. Now, I know many people have been asking me, when is this going to be addressed? Why was this not addressed like minutes after this announcement came out? Republicans should have jumped on this. I agree. Republicans should have jumped on this immediately and had press conferences saying that a mandate, they should have explained first what a mandate is. A mandate is basically an emergency measure that is used in emergencies. And does it mean that after 2 years we're still in an emergency? So when you give government power, when you give them the ability to have this level of power, particularly during a situation like the C virus pandemic, they're going to hold on to that power to an extent that they can utilize and leverage that power to control the populace or implement things within the populace to support whatever agenda they have. And it's amazing, isn't it? If you think back to November the 4th, we're talking almost 2 months of this agonizing among Americans, this agonizing among businesses of whether or not they would be able to even stay in business, keep their employees, what kind of fines they could possibly face, or what sort of destruction this would have on the economy if this absurd edict by the president were to go through. Because basically, Biden never really came out and said he was about to fine any businesses. He wasn't coming out and saying, we will start fining at this particular date. They kept moving the goalpost. They kept moving the goalpost, if for no other reason than to buy time to at least scare businesses or the populace into getting the vaccine or receive a form of penalty. Now, I'm very grateful that the Supreme Court jumped in. This is why we have balances of power in the United States. I know many people from foreign countries would post in my comments when we talked about this on, people should just comply with government. Well, what these individuals don't understand is that we are a constitutional republic, right? We are of the people, for the people. So we have these balances of power so that we don't have a dictatorship, so we don't have socialism, so we don't have communism. We allow the people to decide. Now, of course, we elect representatives to represent our interest. And, of course, the president was elected, if you want to call it that, or more or less was elected by a group of individuals, a cabal, if you will, as Molly Ball says in her article, the establishment that enabled him to become president by virtue of mail-in ballots. So we see here huge, huge, huge ruling for America, for businesses, and for the people. I hope this helps put people's minds at ease. Many of those that were concerned about whether or not they could keep their jobs, whether or not they could remain and work in their businesses. It is interesting, though, but not surprising, that the administration is to proceed with a vaccine mandate for most healthcare workers in the U.S. This is pretty standard, really, is that if you work in the healthcare system, that you be inoculated against many different things. So it isn't just vaccine or just the C virus that you should be concerned about, but also just other conditions that people could suffer from or experience. And interestingly enough, as of today, upon the release of this information, I received a text message. I'm about to run out of my voice, guys. I received a text message from CVS asking me if I wanted to get a shingles shot. And I always like to joke with people by saying a single shingles shot. Now, you guys try to say that 3 times really fast. So I am very happy, very, very glad to bring you guys this amazing news. And I want you guys to share this. I want you guys to like and comment down below what your thoughts are, what your opinions are, your feelings on the matter. I think this is an amazing victory for Americans, amazing victory for businesses. And we'll go more into the details of Joe Biden's failings in the Friday vlog tomorrow as we talk about the shortages and the lack of confidence and continuing loss of confidence of the administration and his abysmal approval rating, not to mention that of an abysmal approval rating for Kamala Harris. So I want to thank all you guys for hanging in there as I tried to make it through this particular video. I am feeling a bit better, despite the fact that my voice does not reflect that particular condition. But I am doing a bit better. And so I just wanted to bring you guys this amazing message. Thank you to all of those of you on Rumble, Odyssey, and BitChute for your continued support. Thank you for following me there and commenting on the videos. All of your guys' support there is greatly appreciated. And for the likes and the comments you guys provide, because in 2020, we're going to beat this AI. We are going to beat the AI. So that's our new goal. That's my new challenge for everyone here, to like the videos, to comment, and to engage with the channel as I continue to produce more content throughout the week for you guys. And it's amazing how all this kind of stuff happens when I'm under the weather or when I'm sick or there's something going on. But I want to thank all of you guys for your continued support. And of course, appearing right there on the screen for all of you here on YouTube, that would be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, of course, and then select notifications to let you guys know when there's content here on the channel. And of course, I will see all of you guys tomorrow in the Friday vlog.